As Ukraine continues to fight back Russia's brutal invasion, a former LSU basketball star is touring Louisiana to advocate for aid money. He spoke to Fox 33's Isabella Cheng to highlight the urgent military funding needed to defend their country.
Every day of delay, that means more people are getting killed, more land, more territory, Ukrainian territory is getting lost to the super aggressive Russian onslaught.
That was Roman Robchenko, a Ukrainian former LSU basketball player. He has returned to Louisiana to raise awareness on the humanitarian assistance needed due to the Russian invasion.
Ukrainian military aid lies in the hands of Louisiana politicians.
House Speaker Mike Johnson reportedly refuses to allow a vote on the $95 billion foreign security aid bill that was passed by the Senate.
Now, even though we may have the weapons, we do not have the ammunition to be used in those weapons in order to protect our land.
Due to budget cuts in mid-January, Ukrainian troops are now limited to only 5 to 10 shells per day, significantly reducing the ability to defend themselves, according to Robchenko's source.
Just think about it. You have a huge howitzer and all you can do is shoot it 10 times per day.
He says Ukraine is trying to build a similar life like the U.S.
But in November of 2023, the conversations began in the West about whether we need to continue to support Ukraine or not, whether the package of the military aid that was in pipeline should be approved or not.
Robchenko says Russian forces are using Ukraine's lack of resources to their advantage.
So essentially, we are running low on ammunition supplies, we're running low on missiles, and Russians are utilizing that to their advantage and advancing as widely as they could and with a huge force, so to say.
He shares that his friends and family in Ukraine have had to adapt to the frequent air raids by rushing to bomb shelters. Many have also moved to rural areas in an attempt to avoid the devastating effects of the war.
We are trying our best to deal with the reality, to hold it together until the United States comes through with such needed help.
When asked about President Zelensky's nightly recordings, he says,
I think those recordings their goal is to motivate the people, to pacify the people, to let them know that the government is working hard at trying to maintain the situation and improve it.
Robchenko warns that time is running out and Ukrainian territory is rapidly slipping away as the Russian presidential election looms. Putin is determined to secure a mini victory to flaunt during his election. Robchenko underscores that the war in Ukraine is similar to a natural disaster.
It's like an earthquake or a flood or, I don't know, the snowstorm or tsunami. There is no time for politics. Politics should remain on the side. This is something that needs to be funded immediately without hesitation, because by not doing that, you expose the people to danger, you expose the people to needless suffering and deaths.
He hopes people will find it in their hearts to contact their representatives and highlight Ukraine as a priority. Isabella Cheng, Fox 33 News.
Thank you, Isabella. Very insightful story. Well, for more information on Robchenko's journey for advocating for Ukraine aid, visit our website, ktlnews.com, where you can also find details to donate.